everyone. Today, we are going to be exploring the wonderful world of Star Stable fanfiction together. I'm really not a fanfiction girly, I never have been, and I've especially never been a Star Stable fanfiction girly, so I truly have no idea what we're going to find. Hopefully, it'll all be appropriate, and I'll be able to use this footage. I just thought this would be interesting and a little bit different. We're gonna be checking out Wattpad first. I've heard many interesting tales about this site, so let's see what we find. Sabine X Reader. I mean, right off the bat, I have to see what this is all about. Sabine and Khan. This actually has quite a few views, almost 1,000. Is there like a market for this? After riding a good while, you start feeling this strange gaze again. You could also feel Stormy. Is Stormy my horse? I'm assuming so. Getting a little restless. You're trying to see if someone's watching you when suddenly you hear a deep female voice behind you saying, "Do you even have an own will? Or why are you always serving others? It's pathetic." Horse in front of you had bright red eyes, which made it look even more scarier. Wow, this is some really advanced writing. I'm sorry. The person who wrote this is probably pretty young. Sabrine is my father. What does this comment even mean? You know what? This fanfiction it's kind of boring me. I know I read like 2 sentences, but I want to see what else is out here. Weird things on Star Stable. Now, what does this mean? Tires 2, floating 1, frozen. I want to see what that is. This is from 2016. Oh, this is just someone uploading pictures of like weird stuff they saw. What's tires? Okay, just tires. Oh my gosh, let's look at the one-shots. Okay, so we have 2 about Yidris, 3 about Sabine, 1 about Lisa. Let's look at the Yidris one. You couldn't help but shoot nasty looks at her whenever she wasn't looking, whenever she turned her back and there was no one else around. But you just couldn't stand her being around Yidris. Who am I? I'm some person jealous of a girl being around Yidris. Okay, I see. It didn't help your disdain for the girl that she spent more time around Yidris than you. Ever since Isabel had started working for him, she'd been around Nomar's Highland constantly. She'd do small sleight of hand magic tricks to draw people in and help Yidris out with small things around the circus. It drove you insane. Oh, okay, so am I jealous of Isabel and her stupid monkey? Maybe I'm the monkey. Okay, I think I'm the monkey. I'm Isabel's monkey and I'm jealous. You knew you shouldn't hate her for things like that, though. It wasn't like you and Yidris were a couple, not officially at least. Yidris! You'd both acknowledged you had some sort of feelings for each other, but mutually agreed to take things slow. Okay, when do things get spicy? Is something wrong? You asked, frowning slightly as well. Do you dislike Isabel? He asked softly. You froze for a second. Why would you think that? You asked, trying to keep the slight amount of panic from showing in your expression and voice. Ma chère, are you jealous? Ew, he asked in a slightly teasing tone. You could feel your face heating up with embarrassment and quickly moved the box you were holding to hide your face. I have to go. I have work soon, you lied, quickly moving to walk around him. That is a lie. Monkeys don't work. He quickly shifted the box to one arm, grabbing your own arm with his now freed hand and spinning you to face him again. You don't have to work for another 2 hours, he said with a knowing smile. Since when do you understand the concept of time? Since you started using it as an excuse to avoid something you don't wish to talk about. You can talk to me, you know. I don't want you feeling like you can't trust me. Okay. I might be a little jealous, you said softly, refusing to meet his eyes. He gave me a ring. A promise ring. I know they aren't typically given early in relationships, but if it will help you not worry, I thought he was proposing to me for a second. Okay, so I'm a monkey with a promise ring now. And I don't expect you to never be jealous, but I do hope the ring will remind you that no other holds my heart, he said, gently taking your hands in his own and looking into your eyes. I love you. Nothing will ever change that. Oh, okay, next part, get me out. Okay, this one's with Sabine. What are you doing here? She asked in her usual harsh tone. You sighed, slightly looking away as she stopped beside you, turning your attention back to the sky. Nothing, you muttered, leaning against the railing and resting your head on top of your hands. I was trying to see the stars, but I can't because of the clouds, so I guess there's no reason to stay out here. You turned to head back inside when Sabine grabbed your wrist and started practically dragging you in the other direction. Sabine, what the heck? Where are we going? To see your stupid stars. I don't like seeing your stupid face all sad and mopey. I already have to deal with Katia, and one of her is enough for me. Okay, girl. Now the two of you were laying next to each other in the grass, staring up at the star-speckled sky above. You happily pointed out the constellations to your fellow Dark Rider, going on about each one. That one there, you said, pointing to a collection of 7 stars, is the Adventurer. That one's my favorite. Okay, this is getting too deep for me. Me too, Sabine. Sabine cutting me off is hot. Oh gosh, this is another Yidris one. You sat straight up in bed at the loud boom outside, letting out a gasp. The hard clatter of rain pounding on the roof and windows of Yidris's wagon was the only sound you could hear other than the howling wind. The suddenness of the sound caused you to scream, stirring awake the man lying beside you. Why am I lying next to Yidris? Yidris sat up quickly. Jasmine, he called, looking over at you. What's wrong, ma chère? Shh, it's okay, ma chère. Shut up. Okay, so I'm literally just... Why am I crying? Look at me, little dove. Nothing will harm you while I'm by your side. I promise that, Jasmine. Eventually, you managed to fall back asleep to the sound of rain outside and Yidris's heartbeat. Okay, I think we're done with that specific one. Let's check out Star Stable X Femme Your Name. I can't read that. I can't read that. Oh no! Go back. Get me out. Get me out. I didn't see that tag. I didn't see it. I swear. Magical encounter. Yidris X Reader. This person's writing the reader's first encounter with Yidris, and they're using like our actual first encounter with him. That's so smart. Step back, my dove. We wouldn't want you to get hurt. Yidris took a hold of your wrist and gently pulled you behind him. Weirdo, you huffed in his mind. No, literally. What? Oh gosh, this is the sequel. He looks like the Onceler. I feel like the people who thirst over Yidris are like the same genre of people who really like the Onceler. I don't understand either, personally. What is this? I don't know what fanfiction this is for, but my baby girl. Okay. Oh, the bruise Garnock left on you was completely gone. Took long enough. Okay. I've clearly missed out on some lore. Why is Yidris not in this? Okay. Return. Maybe he's in this one. Stop playing dumb. Where's the horse? Katia demanded. I'm the one playing dumb, Yidris said in disgusted and hateful tone. You little flea are the dumb one here. Where's my dear Z? Little flea. That's so funny. Alright, now we're looking at Fated to be Doomed. I'm kind of just jumping all over the place. A lot of these are really well written, but the fact that they're written about Yidris is really frightening. Out of pure curiosity, I just read a chapter of a very suspicious story. I genuinely don't know how to feel. I'm kind of done with Wattpad. It's scaring me. I don't know how much of that footage I'll be able to use. So now we're on AO3. I have actually been on AO3 once while I was in class with a friend. We were reading fanfiction between like US presidents. Would not recommend. The tags, horse jokes, horse racing, original female characters, childhood trauma. Okay, these are Jorvik headcanon collections. Let's see what this is about. Hopefully these are all wholesome. Though Lisa has a reputation of a tomboy, she actually enjoys trying out different outfits and different styles. As long as she doesn't have to grow out her hair, she can even experiment with hairstyles. Oh, that's cute. Her father has a huge collection of vinyl records and cassette tapes from his youth. Lisa herself didn't really used to be interested in them, them until someone at school brought it to her attention that such oldies can be real rarities these days. Ever since, whenever she and her father are both free, they play a record or a cassette and talk for hours. That's so sweet. Alright, Linda. Due to her poor athletic skills, her family was really surprised when she decided to take up riding. Originally, it was just a way to stay fit when running and swimming was too much for Linda. Then she met Meteor and horses became her whole life. Okay. Her eyesight is really bad due to her often reading at night. Her glasses are sometimes being made fun of, but Linda refuses to use contact lenses. She's paranoid she'd poke her eye out. Me too, girl. Anne once offered Linda a nerdy to trendy makeover. Unlike Alex, who would rather die than wear a dress, Linda agreed and even enjoyed it, but afterwards, she continued her own mousy, comfortable dressing style. She would never admit it under any circumstances, but she thinks Lance is quite handsome. Okay, girl. Is Lance the one with the big shoulders? He's really ugly. Anne, she is an only child in one of the wealthiest families in Jorvik. Her family home is a 12-bedroom mansion located at a large plot of land consisting of a garden, 2 pools, and a tennis court. No, that makes sense, actually. Other than horse riding, Anne's parents pay for all kinds of extracurricular activities that Anne does almost every day. She speaks 4 languages, plays the tennis and the violin. There are also etiquette classes, current events classes, and debate classes. They take up a large part of the day, and Anne excels in all of them, despite hardly being interested in any. The closest to a praise her parents have given her is, "You could do better." That is so sad. Hello? Due to her background, being handed everything she's ever wanted without needing to put in the effort to get it, Anne is secretly very insecure about being good enough. It's a constant worry of hers that no matter what skills she has, no matter how many activities she is forced to do, she'll always be nothing but a pretty face and an addition to her important parents. Expensive dresses, makeup, and jewelry Anne loves so much are a way to hide her own imperfections. That's sad. Okay. Alex's father was a drunkard. He could never keep a job for long, and whatever money the mother managed to save, he would drink it. Mom protected the children from his angry outbursts at her own expense, but Alex was old enough to understand just how much hardship she was going through. Thankfully, father left the family not long after James was born. Even if it was hard on everyone, they were much better off without that leech. Alex hopes he either left Jorvik or died somewhere in a ditch. If she ever met him on the street, she's not sure she'd be able to control herself. Oh my gosh. She's not big on music, but she secretly enjoys Raptors stuff. That's my favorite headcanon out of all of these. She's secretly a huge Raptor fangirl. Mr. Sands, his favorite period was the early 1900s when the technology was thriving and the people were stupid and easy to manipulate. Wait, is Mr. Sands an alien? Because it's saying Mr. Sands' earliest memory is a crashed spaceship. Is this just like a headcanon that he's an alien? Or is this legit? Because I can see it being legit, actually. In general, Mr. Sands truly hates this world and its pitiful inhabitants. But he has to give them one thing. Their coffee is unparalleled. He's real for that, actually. Oh my gosh, we even have Raptor headcanons. He's been acclaimed as one of the fastest rappers in Jorvik. In comparison, having to dance makes him anxious. Though at least it's less obvious with background dancers. That's so funny. Well, that was an experience. This video is going to be going out the day before Halloween, I believe. This was definitely a really scary video to make. This got me right in the Halloween spirit. I hope you have a good Halloween. If you want, let me know in the comments what you're dressing up as. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye!